So fasting in Ayurveda is seen as a treatment. It's a certain treatment. And what we're talking about, the body prakriti, the body nature, there's some types that should not fast because they will be depleting themselves. The body will go because the body needs a certain amount of things to actually function, cerebrally, functionally, like bodily. And if it can't find it within the food that you'd ingest, it will go and find it into the bones, into the marrow, into the muscles. Because it's not going to choose, oh, there's fat here, I'm going to pick over fat about everything else. No, fat actually is the hardest thing to actually deal with. So why would the body just go and target the fat? No, it's not how it works. It needs to replace something. It needs all those building blocks. Those building blocks I was telling you about, the elements earlier. So it's going to go get those elements into where it's easier for it to get. And then if somebody has a condition, then fasting will be approached in a certain way. And there's a certain technique to do, a certain amount of time to do. And if you want to get to that. But the thing is, we don't see the depletion that happens. We just see as energy levels. So of course, if your body becomes lighter, then your load to carry is easier. So then you think you have more energy, but no, you actually become lighter, right? So it could be very dangerous for somebody that is not listening to their own body to get into fasting. And the reason as well is that, of course, to give a break to the digestive system. But honestly, think about this. Do you give a break to your heart? Because this is the one that actually is working from birth to till you're dead, right? You can't give a break. You can't skip a beat. It doesn't work. So the digestive system needs that as well. And to have empty colon, this is where an intestines, this gives actually strength. When you have something in it, it gives core and it gives strength. If you don't have it, then okay, you have that lightness, but you don't have that strength that your body will be able to go and pick at to eat. That's kind of a storage place while your body, it's not just all at once, right? It's gradual, it's going in there. Oh, I need a little bit of this. It's going to put into the blood, move it to the brain, move it to the shoulder, move it to wherever it is. But if you don't have any storage within your body, within your intestines, then you're asking your body to go and get it somewhere else. And then often you can see it with the hearing, you can see it with your vision, you can see it with the way you can process things. Like it's very neuron oriented how you can see depletion happen. And then at some point, the body will not let go. Let's say you're not nourishing, I'm going to say, the bone tissues. Maybe let's say you're not eating anything that actually helps to regenerate the bone tissue. The body has a way to go and get it somewhere else within your body to build as a crutch. So you will never really see, unless there's a trauma, a break at one spot. It will go down all at once. And then at some point, once the immunity and the strength has gone too low, then sickness will happen. Things will start happening because it will not automatically break where there's the leakage, but it will break where it's the weakest link, So you might not understand why, oh, I started having hip pain, but I don't understand because I'm doing all of this and it doesn't make sense. But no, it's because there's predisposition. There's sometimes emotional gets stored in certain areas of the body. So if there's certain traumas that happen, physical, mental trauma, emotional, that we carried, things that we've actually just done over time, over and over without being conscious about, this will erode these areas. And then that shows up. So every time there's pain, there's an overload of vata. Vata, like I was saying, it's depleting. It's the energy of movement, but it's also drying, removing the water from your body, and it's not nourishing. Catabolic energy. So by not eating, then you contribute to this. So if somebody has pain, then somehow it will contribute to this. I'm trying to make it general right now just to have a reference point. To not eat, that's something. Because I have a friend like this, a brief example, and we had a chat, and for him, he doesn't eat until at night, and he's been doing it for years. Where he just goes on coffee, and that's good. That's good. I mean, that's good, but his body shows, shows some signs that he is eating up and he had a few illnesses. But you look at him and you're like, oh no, but you're such in shape, you don't have fat on you. The thing is, fat, I'm just going to do a little parenthesis, your brain and spinal cord is mostly fat. And all your neurons are connected, and the myelin sheet is fat. So it's like, you guys know electricity, but if you don't have that covering over the wire, then you have chance to spark. So what happens is that if you don't eat fat, then your body can't really replace that fat where it needs to go. Then when there's drying and depletion, so excess vata, excess drying food, then everything breaks down in our body. But then if you don't have the blocks to rebuild, then you have issues. Then people have blood, the blood has deposits within it, okay? So then plaques into the veins and everything. So everybody don't like the cholesterol. So then you go, you get a pill that actually remove that cholesterol. What cholesterol is fat. Then you get those pills. That's very general, I'm telling. And then it will remove the fat within your blood, but it won't pick the one just into the blood or into the veins. It will pick at everywhere it can go because it's something that will eat up fat. So nowadays there's a correlation with Alzheimer's and the cholesterol removing medicines, not to mention any, right? So it's very, very important.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed that video, I think you'll enjoy this one as well. And while you're at it, please subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate it.